Dandadan, Season 2, Episode 1, titled Like This is the Legend of the Giant Snake, adapted roughly 4 chapters, 34 to 37, which include 73 pages and about 262 panels. But what are some of the changes that were spotted in this episode? We start off the episode on page 8 of the manga when Momo is pounced upon by the Kito men in the onsens. I thought these guys were aliens, but turns out they just have freakishly long lifespans due to offerings made to their great snake, which really isn't a great snake, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. They are felled quickly by Momo's powers and Turbo Granny working overtime so she can relax in the onsens herself. The scene where the guys runs off was changed a bit, showing some of them on rooftops fleeing, which I don't know why you do that, my guy. You're like 200 pounds. Get off there. After that is when we move on to the events of page 2 of chapter 34, when Gigi and Okarun find that suspicious room in the house, and then proceed to open the front door, thinking that it was Momo when in fact it was the women of the Kito family. And that's when the episode opening would come in. But funny enough, chapter 37 would have ended when Momo and Turbo Granny were making their way around town after the bathhouse incident. The events of the anime and manga pretty much line up until we get to the scene where the cop enters the home and sees the head of the Kito family pointing a gun at Gigi. There was no close-up of his face in the manga, but I can understand why the anime did that, so I won't count it, you know? And that's definitely not a candy stick, grandma. At any rate, chapter 35 would end without any real changes, and it's when we get to chapter 36 and the fight between Momo and the Kito family is where we get the most changes in this episode. During the fight, Momo flung 2 tables at these guys, the one with the hammer and the one with the fan, taking them both out simultaneously. But in the anime, she dodged the hammer and then kicked the dude square in the neck. The fan dude flung her into some fists where she protected herself, and then she'd use the table and proceed to kick him right in the royal jewels. Ouch. During the insane fight, when Momo is attacked by the Kito family's leader, that's old granny here, things were a little bit different in the manga. You see, Momo didn't crash into a TV, nor did she throw a couch. Instead, she crashed into the couch and threw a TV. This small detail might seem insignificant, but when you think of the context that she's a minor, things start to make sense. The fight was extended for good reason, and it was awesomely animated, and I'm all in for it. If you slow down some frames here, you can actually see that Momo threw one of the Kito family's males at the old woman, and she just swatted it away like he was some kind of fly. How strong is she? And yes, Jennifer Lopez in Anaconda was mentioned. Good movie. After all the fighting and they fall into the snake pit, near the end of the episode when the Kito family gets eaten, in the manga they weren't all devoured. It seems that the head female, badass granny, and one other escaped the wrath of being eaten alive by this very god that they worship. What a fitting end, isn't it? Also, Okarun didn't go full granny mode. Instead, he flipped out and destroyed some stuff. But I wonder why they changed this in the anime. I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode. As far as I can see, 99.999% of the panels were adapted with only a few minor changes. The anime pretty much stick to the script on this one. I can't wait to see episode 2. If you like this video and this new format where I cut out most of the recap of the video, go ahead and give this video a like and a subscribe. And comment below what you loved about this episode. For me, it was a badass granny fight. Damn, that was animated spectacularly. I can see why this was turned into a movie. Until I see you again, I've been your host, Kyle. Peace out, stay safe out there, V Nation. Bye.